Uh, so right off the bat, I think we should plan a hiking trip.
Where, like, in Colorado?
Fucking Ohio.
Bakersfield, California.
I know it would not be fun. It would not be fun at all, but it would be funny.
Like, hike through Iowa.
If we- Yours looks good. I know it wouldn't be fun at all, but I feel like the entire time it'd be like we'd be able to say like we're hiking through Ohio right now. No, like there's maybe 8 people that have done it, and we would be what 3 more?
I doubt there are even 8
I doubt
people.
there was 8. I doubt there was 1.
Do you think that?
I don't think that's called hiking.
Yeah, I think that's just like
Ohio
a walk,
is-
that's like a walk home from work.
Ohio is 3 blocks tall everywhere.
You can watch your dog run away for 2 weeks.
Their build limit stuck past the redstone update.
Ohio just straight. They didn't get the Stone Age update.
Ohio is stuck in 1.8.
What do you think Ohio existed before the rest of America?
Bro,
Probably
did you
for a
go
good-
to elementary
yeah.
school social studies?
I mean,
Keep in mind, you remember when they released Minecraft? The very first beta was basically Ohio. It was just flat nothing. You
Weren't
had
the
dirt and you had
first-
cobblestone.
weren't the first like enemies like anime characters or like something really weird like that? Like before zombies and skeletons.
The
I have
proletariat.
It was
no-
some like pink animal.
It was the Communist
It
Party.
was it was the Red Scare.
It was actually just a JPEG of the book 1984.
Notch was right to be
JPEG.
scared because look where we are now.
1984.jpg, and every time like the Gmod videos of people running through the back rooms, it's just one of those, but it's just the book cover of 1984.
I remember. And then I have shit stuck on the top of my mouth. Stop! Stop!
I feel like the fucking Taco Bell ding is gonna get old.
It
Like
is.
It
like,
will, but
it was funny during the sound check, and now I'm kind of cringing at it.
it doesn't matter. Do you remember The Outsiders when we had to watch the movie?
Yeah, it kind of went hard.
It did went hard, but it made all the girls hard.
You got hard at Pony Boy. You did what?
Stay hard, Pony Boy.
What was the Spanish teacher's name? Like the old dude,
Myers?
Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you remember during sex ed when we had to go in his room and they talked about STDs?
I don't think
I just
ever went
touched
in.
Josh's knee. Let the
passed
records
out.
know. You passed out during sex
They
ed.
showed like a PowerPoint of a bunch of like infected genitals. I passed out. No one knows except for my friend that I passed out on his lap. I just woke back up.
Did he wake up harder
I
than
got like really hot, then really cold, and I was out.
Dude.
during sex ed when they made us watch the birthing video? It wouldn't have been as bad if it weren't for 2 factors. One, our teacher kept like as we were watching the pussy open.
Okay.
Like
You can't.
like the worst part of the video, like it would have been manageable, but then the teacher, she was like
you could have said,
Filter, bro.
like
Have a filter.
you could have
off kilter.
you could have.
She starts going. She's like, "Don't think baby, think birth. Don't think birth, think baby. Think."
It's so red.
Yo, we made the box go crewmate. She's going. Don't think birth, think baby, not vagina, baby, life. And it made it so much worse because all the kids you could hear were going.
I feel like you could have said like, even you could have been more professional by just saying vagina, like as
Begonia.
as the birthing canal opened or some shit. Not that.
The pussy.
He said that like
And
Timmy.
The other factor was they picked the weirdest, most awkward, gross couple.
Well, wasn't it made in the 80s? Was it like the same video?
Yeah,
everyone
but
sees?
like there were hot couples in the 80s. They picked these total dweebs to watch us
Hey,
have.
Well, it wasn't
They were just
supposed to
trying
be
to make an extra buck,
attractive.
man.
It wasn't supposed to be attractive. You were
I'm
watching
not saying it's supposed to be
Childbirth.
attractive,
I-
but the fact that they were as weird as like looking and acting as they were made it more uncomfortable. The
Let's
guy,
get- let's
I
get
feel
off
like
of the
I feel like
genitals
there's
and-
something that we need to go back to.
the
before,
guy looked like he LARPed.
Listen,
I'll
before,
leave it at that.
before we scrap the whole genital conversation, I need to go back to this because Josh literally just told us that he got flash banged by a fucking PowerPoint of genitals, bro. Like you,
It was green, bro.
ew.
When you woke up, was there a ringing?
Yeah.
I don't like where this recording went.
Yeah,
Flash
no,
out.
neither.
Gun to your gun to your head. Did you change it to Mac with Roni or Mac and Roni?
Like when we
I know it doesn't affect you.
Yo,
but
yeah,
gun to your
yeah,
head.
I was about to say, like we discussed in the pregame, we definitely this does not fucking matter at all. However,
This affects my life in no way.
I really, really like Mac with Roni.
Josh, 2 cents,
Yeah, I second that.
3 cents.
That's a quarter. That's 25.
25 cents.
I still can't read clocks.
Okay.
That's not a.
That's not a joke.
It's kind of a joke.
I need help.
I
Someone teach
can't. I can read clocks, but I am not good at it. Do you remember when they taught us and they had the little cardboard yellow one?
Yeah.
I ignored that unit. That unit.
Ignored it. That clock asked me a question and I told it go away.
I have to sit there and stare at a clock for a good 30 seconds.
How long would you know that you were looking at it if you can't read it?
Because I'm not looking at the time on the clock. I'm counting how long I've been looking at it before I decide to look at it.
You probably can't fucking read the clock because you're counting.
I'm
You're
counting,
using up all your brain
I'm
function.
counting the numbers. I can only count so many numbers before my brain does a hard reset. 8. 8.
I lost count. Where were you?
Are you gonna grow your hair out, Josh?
I'm thinking of doing a man bun. Like,
Okay.
unironically doing a man bun.
I would have sex with you if you did that.
Well, now I gotta.
I have unironically sported the man bun a few times just because I don't like it when my hair gets in my face because my hair's getting long.
Yeah,
I've never seen you with a man bun. I don't want to see it right now.
I don't have a ponytail holder on
Here,
me.
use this quarter.
Can
Hey,
you
Jack, that was very unhelpful.
can you hollow it out for me? Then maybe I'll try. Good. You work on hollowing that out while I continue to talk and don't
Ow.
get fucking interrupted.
I
Shut up.
scratched my thigh. What's the?
Okay, hold on. I was in the middle of talking. I have unironically sported the man bun more than once in my life, and I actually really enjoyed it. But then I asked Danny before I came to Lawrence one time. I was like, dude, I know that there's going to be a lot of people there, and I don't want to look like an idiot because it's going to be more than just the boys. Should I rock a man bun or should I fix my hair? And he goes, ew, man bun. And I haven't done it since.
Okay. As much as I love Danny and as good as he looks with the mullet, a mullet man can't have an opinion on a hair bun. I feel like.
I think that's actually probably fair because mullets are a stunt haircut.
Yeah.
Like I can get behind it. Like my little brother has one and it looks great because he has a mullet personality. Dude's wild. But like,
Bro, he's destroyed this biology.
what? Where did they go?
Ummy.
But no, seriously, my little brother has a mullet and he rocks the shit out of it because he has like a mullet type of personality. That dude's extremely confident. He's
Push.
yeah, yeah, that I guess. I don't know. He's a minor, so probably not. But
We can't legally talk about it.
But he probably does.
Okay, but I've seen the girls he talks to.
And you
weird.
can't legally say that.
you're so weird. Oh, but I would absolutely rock the man.
Editor?
If I could figure it. We don't have one.
Stop. Bro,
Editor, remove that.
We don't have one.
Find one.
Okay,
bro, just make
if
it
I
longer.
must.
If you must.
I lost my train of thought. I
A
fucking
dog
hate
peed
it.
on my foot at work today. I'm really sweaty.
Would you rather your house smell like dog pee or cat pee?
Dog pee.
Yeah, dog pee.
Dog pee. Cat pee.
Cat pee
It's-
smells like.
It's only ammonia.
You
Yeah.
know the when we were watching Lord of the Rings a few days ago, you know, like the beanbags. Did
Yes.
you smell cat pee?
You should,
No.
you should get a little.
Really?
You should,
Because they were soaked. We found out like a few days ago. We had to throw them away.
You
should
didn't tell me
get a
that?
little
You didn't tell
closer.
me that before I fell
you should get a little closer to your microphone.
You ain't telling me
I'm
that
not
there
gonna
was
blow in
pee in
mine.
him when I fell asleep on it twice?
I didn't know. Apparently Z had just been pissing in them.
Bro,
Piss.
that's kind of fucking gross.
This
It's
reminds me
nasty.
that there was a very aggressive lady at Taco Bell today that insult. It was she didn't insult me, but I felt.
yeah,
You sound like Muscle Man.
Continue. Sorry.
I forgot. Oh yeah. No. So, I might be stupid for asking this question to her, but stop fucking nodding.
Yeah, probably.
She
But
was
let's
like
continue.
our credit card reader is not working right now, so we only take cash. Sorry. And I asked, can you take gift cards right now? And she got like absolutely
Because
peeved at me.
well, no, some of them you can punch in the number.
So
yeah, well, you can also do that with a regular card, but I feel like at that point, if you have cut off your credit card reader as like, hey, this hoe ain't working, then you. I never considered that.
I never considered that.
No,
point.
but like if you decide that you're gonna tell like if the manager goes and tells you like, hey, credit card reader's not working, you can tell customers that and get away with it, right? Like I feel like at that point, if you go, can I use my gift card? Like I've worked in fast food for like probably 3.5, 4 years of my life, and if I was like, yeah, credit card reader's not working, and they were like, can I use my gift card? I'd be like, do you really want to? And your answer would be,
Yeah.
Yeah, his answer
okay.
would be yeah.
Then I would be like, I can type it in for you, but like know that I'm about to walk into the back and be like, this fucking bitch. Like,
She was like the way she answered it. She was like, no, cash only.
That's a
that
little
sounds to
aggressive.
me like somebody who just dislikes their job a little bit.
I
too
could tell
much.
she hates her job because I went yesterday and I tried to use the very same card that I tried to use today, and she was just aggressive for no reason. And it worked yesterday. It worked yesterday, and she was just like,
She's just pissed to be pissed.
have a good day. By the way, I hate you, kill yourself. Can we get back to planning Ohio hiking trip?
Oh yes, I think that was during the sound check.
Yeah, we
No,
were.
well, yeah, but okay, but we can still revisit that. That was
Yeah,
great.
no, I'm saying
I
we
don't
might
know
need
how many
to.
sound check-
we
we've done,
might
like,
need to go
5
back.
sound
We can
checks.
re-explain, yeah.
Yeah,
So basically, I want to actually go to Ohio and hike.
I mean honestly, Ohio, as much shit as it gets, it's kind of cool.
No, it's
Like
not.
the Pro Football Hall of Fame is cool.
Why'd they put it there?
Things exist in Ohio. There's a Pro Football Hall of Fame there.
That's where Canton, Ohio is. In Ohio. Scott Munch and I
Football
went last
spawn.
summer. It's actually pretty sweet.
Oh, that's cool.
Aren't we going to DCI?
And the Rock and
we
Roll
should.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's there too.
yeah.
Damn, that's cool.
In Cleveland, yeah.
Pussy slay.
Cleveland from like Family Guy.
Yeah, Brown. like this team.
They made a football out of a cartoon?
Uh-huh.
Just a football, not a team.
It's just one.
Just
Do you guys think I'm weird for painting my
Weird for what now?
painting my nails black?
Yes.
Next topic.
okay. Well, let's get another would you rather here. Let's get another would you
Oh.
rather. Somebody, does anybody have an idea? I know that Jack does because he's chock full of them.
Mac or Roni.
No,
No,
okay.
Or
none of
Mac.
that.
No,
None of that.
fuck off with
Plus
that. New
Roni.
idea. New idea.
I got a lot of these.
No, new idea. New idea that doesn't involve pasta.
Would you rather kill me or Josh?
I mean, we have an on-running joke that we want to kill Josh.
That's true.
We do.
So I just in this in
You guys both know about Will and I's agreement, right?
oh
No.
like something about
Like if Will dies first and I get to make a joke about it at his funeral.
that's fucked. I forgot you told me about that. That's so
We
fucked.
should get our entire group chat to agree to cause a scene at all of our funerals.
Talk into it a little more.
No.
You're gonna-
Just don't angle your face.
I
away.
So-
I want to see if the Mac will pick up a fart that I'm about to unleash.
so you mean to tell that wasn't a fart?
Well, that was a burp, but I have a fart.
Okay,
I'm
so
locked and
you mean to
loaded.
tell me that if Will was to die before you, you could go like default dance at the open casket
I feel like I'd go more intricate.
or intricate?
Will
Yeah.
wanted me
Dougie
to
at
do
the
this,
open
and then like
casket.
start
Like-
flossing.
I would make like a really like nice speech, right? Because he's like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
And so like I'd be really nice, and then at the end I'd just be like, "Lol, this sucker died, bro."
You got bodied. Absolutely. I 200 pumped him in Fortnite. That's how we got here.
Bro, touch Grace. No maidens.
Good lord. I want another Milky
Yo,
Way.
get this dude some flasks.
Get this dude.
My boy ran out of Estes.
Make Vine references until they kick you off the podium.
Hypothetically making fun of our future early death friend seems
Yeah, it's kind of messed
feels
up.
kind of
It's
wrong.
really messed up.
So basically,
but
you
it's
go
also really funny.
go. He needs some milk, and then but like in a monotone voice.
He
In a monotone voice.
needs some milk.
No one laughs, but like his mom like starts crying a little more, and then you go, iridocyclitis.
Or actually, I could get my band to play at his funeral, and we just play Jack and Diane, but the sucking on chili dogs just over and over again. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs. Sucking on chili dogs.
I see trees of green, red roses too,
I'm gonna set my mic down so I can
red
wrap this
roses
jersey.
too, red roses.
So aggressively.
I have a lot of candy stuck to the roof of my mouth. If
You should get it down from there.
do you think is Sheridan
Talking
still
about
open?
lunch.
Huh?
Is Sheridan still open?
Well, I mean, Unforked is Sheridan's.
Bro, the fucking ring was trying to get back over to Sheridan. Do you remember that? Okay, hold on. Explanation. We were watching. I actually have a mouthful of food. This probably isn't a good
It's
idea,
fine,
but I'm
it
gonna try.
doesn't matter.
We were watching Lord of the Rings, and at one point, what is it? Is it Bilbo or Gandalf that says that the ring has a mind of its own?
Ow!
Is it Bilbo or Gandalf that says that the ring has a mind of its own?
Gandalf.
It's Gandalf.
We're gonna watch
So, Jack,
Go.
I am. You can count on it. Gandalf says that the ring has a mind of its own, and Jack was like, "Yeah, it wants to go to Sheridan's." And for the entire fucking extended version of
Fellowship.
Fellowship of the Ring, they literally anytime the ring was not on somebody's finger or it was like overpowering somebody, he was like, "Let's go to Sheridan's. Let's go to Sheridan's."
the part where Gollum, it like before Gollum picks it up, it's going down the river. I was like, oh fuck, he's going to Sheridan's.
Oh my god, hold on. I have a story connected to Sheridan's.
Uh-oh.
I used to work at McDonald's, right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I worked at McDonald's from the
Open
time that I was. Oh, okay. I was at the time when I worked at McDonald's. I was there from when I was 15 to like, I think I had just turned 16 when I quit. I think I was like, it was in like November. My birthday's in August, so I had just turned 16 when I quit. And this chick was my age. She was 16 years old and she had a 2-year-old son.
Icky.
Well, you can call it icky, but shit happens, right? But
Not to me.
she fucking stop.
It's better.
Jack's just built for it, bro. But I'll call her A because I don't want to say her name in case she's like gone off the deep end or anything. I don't want to like refer to her for people to make fun of her or anything. But I'll call her A, and she was very, very confident in her ways. She was a sophomore in high school, or I guess we would have been, yeah, sophomores in high school at that time, and she was like, "Man, I don't need this job." And I was like, "Why are you here?" She was like froze. She was like, anytime something inconvenient happened, she would just be like, "I don't need this job. I don't need this fucking job. I'm gonna quit." I was like, "Do it." And she was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up." I was like, I was like, "Dude,
You're asking
okay,
for it.
yeah, literally." And the reason this is related to Sheridan's, there is a connection here. She used to work at Sheridan's. That's the whole story. She used to work at Sheridan's, but no,
It's getting more common.
You're right. But she like just was regularly.
It's like the scene in the new Batman at the beginning with the gangsters in the subway station, and you can just hear his footsteps.
Every one of his step is Taco Bell. Throughout the entire movie, every one of his steps is Taco Bell.
I just realized halfway through that story that like it was like unfunny. I was like, hold on, I made a connection in my brain to this story. And I was like, oh, tell it. And I was like, wait a minute, I forgot I was supposed to be making jokes.
That's like how Airsoft Fatty was. You remember that iDubbbz interview of Airsoft
Yeah,
Fatty? He was
I love
like,
that dude.
he would just tell intricate stories that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what we are collectively.
Pretty much.
It's like boomer shit where they're just like they will literally walk up to you and tell you about like the
How-
time that they crashed their motorcycle, and you'll be like, "Damn, bro, that's crazy." But like, why are you telling me this? And they were just like, "Well, didn't you want to know?" It's like, fucking no, I don't know.
I was in the tropics of Brazil. I was on fire. There was a monkey fingering me. He was hairless and he was talking to me. And they had a really weirdly laid out 7-Eleven there.
That's actually like an accurate representation of how, like, you never know their next move when they're fucking telling that shit ever.
7-Eleven made me start thinking about GTA 5. I have your sticky notes from your car, by the way, and I'm just completely ruining them.
Those are my work sticky notes.
I forgot. I just see the thing. You know how I crush.
They don't work anymore.
They don't work anymore. I have my thing with you guys know this because you've drinking out of cans around me, but I crush my cans like instinctually.
Drinking
Like
out
so.
of cans around me. I think that is
Within-
accurate. However, I don't know if that is an observation that we're paying attention to. That
Oh,
we're
my-
like, damn, we're all drinking out of cans right now. Like, that's.
Drinking out of mason jars.
You're right.
Hey. We're not supposed to address that. You guys ever play silent football?
No, I've never heard of that.
Really?
No.
We
Tell me
played
about
it. We played it at Youth Front. This reminded me because we all just like stared at each other blankly.
I was like,
It was-
I need to Taco Bell bowling right now.
But it was like this game where you had to like not emote at all, and then you just do like these weird ass motions. Like you just go
Emote.
"Wah," like to another person, and then they'd like have the ball, and then you had to like pass it on, and the first person to, like mess up has to do like a punishment. Weirdest punishments at Youth Front.
Oh, I can
Like
imagine.
what?
Your
Yeah.
youth front stories are wild.
Your youth
Yeah.
front stories are vile.
Yeah, they are. Quite.
They're so
I've
un-Christian.
heard youth. Yeah, holy shit, Christian camp goes very unchristian when it comes to the people working it.
Yeah.
I remember hearing stories of people that like. I think there was a dude in my sister's grade named Cooper B, if you know who I'm talking about.
Maybe.
And so I don't remember if it was you or if it was Scott that told me about it, but they did a challenge where they literally would go down the slide like butt ass naked and then run to the lake. And
Trifecta.
Yeah, the trifecta.
trifecta.
Okay, you explain it because you probably know what it is.
Yeah.
Did they have to do the Indiana Jones flip?
Well, actually, I don't.
About Indiana Jones flip.
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember perfectly, but I think you had to. Was it shit down the water slide, or was that something else?
I'm pretty sure I never heard anything about
Okay.
that.
Public.
Yeah,
I,
bro.
I thought it was like you had to be like butt ass naked to go down
That's
the slide.
right. Yeah,
and
no,
run
you had
the
to you had to
lake.
get butt ass naked, walk out of the teen staff thing, run out. You had to go down the water slide, swim across the lake, and I think knock on a girl's cabin.
Yeah, and then run back
then run back.
without getting.
But there was
caught.
one dude who shit down the water slide in the middle of the night.
You just decided that's what he was gonna do.
Wait,
Yeah.
the water's not running at night.
Oh, he just left a
You-
stank ass turd on the fucking slide, bro.
Not
He
only
just
that,
shit,
Maybe it was wet.
he shit on a dry slide.
Not only that, but like he would. Did he not like just completely steamroll his nuts?
It wasn't.
If you go down a dry, not running water slide, it's basically
didn't
just
go
like
he
down.
a-
didn't go
Didn't go
down.
down.
He just shit at the top. You thought he was sliding.
I thought he
He
was-
was shitting in action. You thought he was going SIA.
Yes. I thought you said the challenge was go down the slide naked.
Bro was making his own water.
Pee on the slide and then
And
go
I
down the
want to
slide.
talk about how he steamrolled his nuts.
Okay, because I thought you were
Do
saying
your nuts hang low enough to touch the slide?
if you were going on a dry, not running water slide, butt naked, like the slide's dry, you're probably dry.
Well, the
Your
slide-
nuts are in front of your butt. You're moving forward. This cup is your nuts. This is your butt. You're going down. But according to physics, your nuts would get rolled under your
According to
buttocks.
physics, did you take physics?
Todd Peterson would second this.
Oh my god.
We'll be right back.
That was my fault entirely. I think I pulled on my mic.
I'm sure it's all.
It's okay. That was a good cut.
I don't think we should cut it.
Okay.
I was cackling.
That was
No.
fucking steamrolled his nuts. Yeah, we could just set it on the ground. Is there any chance we can move it?
Like we were laughing hard, and then that happens, and then we come back in just not laughing anymore.
Yeah, it comes back and we're just like
We fixed it.
technical difficulty.
I already know like a couple spots. We
Is
should
it
cut
still
out, like,
coming?
staring
Is it
at
still
each
coming
other.
through? I'm talking through my mic. Okay. Okay.
Chicken wing,
Let's-
chicken wing.
Let's get, hold on. We had something going here. We really had something going
We
here.
were talking about nuts being steamrolled.
Yeah, on the fucking
Okay,
slide.
we're working.
I just put my ass in the camera, so we might have to restart.
That should be the thumbnail for the episode.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna cut the part out where we fucking chopped the table down, then it'll be fine.
no, we'll cut out the part where we build the table back up. We're starting now.
Dawson's going Sunday.
Oh fuck yeah!
Fun.
I'll go. If Dawson, we didn't Dawson come with us when we at the Clinton Open.
Yeah, the first time, not the second time, or the third time.
We should do Clinton Open again.
I'm down.
I honestly, I feel like I can go actual golfing, and then I can go to Clinton, and I can decide that Clinton's more fun.
Do you want to explain what the Clinton Open is?
Our Clinton Open is kind of a tradition amongst our friend group where we go to Clinton Lake and we get the shittiest like thrift store golf clubs and just nail balls into the lake. And you know how at Top
That
Golf,
sounds extremely painful.
yeah. So you know how they have the the golf cart at Top Golf that you try and nail that gets all the balls. Well, we do that with boats.
Wait, so you're telling me that you're trying to hit?
No,
No, not actually.
We're just.
You
hitting
never
them
been?
into
Have
the
you ever
water.
been to a Clinton Open?
I haven't been to the Clinton Open.
think
I
there's-
go
there's
to
been
I go to
two.
Clinton Lake with my family all the time though.
That's
we
that's
go
the
on,
place
like,
to
the-
camp.
That's
But
where we have our boat stored. at.
okay, so what happened last time was we found this like so usually we would do it on like the rocky ass beach and just go straight up and over into the water, but we went through the brush and found this clearing where you can tell like people like fucking smoke by the water at night. It's because it's in Lawrence, and we decided to tee up there. And we were nailing them
Tee
out
up.
there, and we're like elevated, we're elevated above the water, and there's a boat out there going. And mind, I think I also vaguely remember we were all in like white shirts, so like you could have been out there and still seen us
Was
because
it Danny that hit the ball?
it was Danny that hit the ball, and he had the most surface area of his white visible shirt because he's huge, as we've discussed in previous episodes.
D1
And
lineman, by the way.
what he does is it's his turn to tee. This is entirely like a joke. He doesn't expect this to like go wrong. He gets the golf club and like an anime character, he just points it at the boat going by, and then he nails the golf ball as perfect and and hard as I've ever seen a man hit a golf ball. And I think we lost it, but
It didn't hit the boat.
it didn't hit the boat. It didn't hit the people.
No,
but the
we
people
don't want it to hit the boat. That could have killed a man.
that it would have killed a man, especially with Danny hitting it. That would have entered a skull, a cranium. And
cranium.
but they either saw that we were doing that and then hitting it. I think what he saw was Danny pointing at him and then nailing it, and he was like, "They're trying to hit me." So because the boat started veering towards us, so
Like stopped on the shore right in front of. We were on like. Kind
it
of a
progressed.
cliff.
It was like, he's coming. He's like coming this way. Like at the first we thought he was just turning towards us.
He's doing
Start running.
What we did was we hid the bag of tees and golf balls in the forest and in the golf club. I don't know why we did that. Why did we not bring it with
Because
us?
we spent like $40 on that stuff.
We just bring it. It was okay. I also
I feel like that's all the more reason to bring it with you.
Well, we stashed it because we were planning on coming back.
and I just remember this. There was
We
the
were also
most thick,
stupid.
the thickest, most painful brush you've ever
Yes.
seen. Like there wasn't there wasn't deer trails through this.
We
it
all
was
came
like
out bleeding.
pure
Yeah.
thorns, and we had to just walk because we didn't want to go up the like visible side because we were in the woods. But if we had gone to the way we'd come down, the boat would have probably seen us. And
It would have just chased us. So if we had gone through like the back in the brush,
we
it would've just
acted like
disappeared.
the boat was just gonna go uphill.
Yeah, I don't know
Why
what
we were
thinking.
petrified.
For absolutely no
Well-
reason. Like we would have been totally fine.
How long ago was this? Like it was
Man,
probably
like a
2 years
year-
ago, right?
Year or two ago.
Yeah, probably a year and a half.
I mean, at that point, you guys were young enough to where you were like, it's not an adult versus an adult affair. It's like a fucking
Yeah.
like
We were all
you were
basically
scared of authority. Like it was like a
Well,
child
'cause
getting caught by a parent.
That is also like
we were all still
endangerment,
college age people.
So you could get in trouble from the like cops for that.
I guess that's true.
But also no, like Dawson and Will were like 20, 21.
Yeah.
So like
I thought they were 21 right now. 2 years ago, they would have not been. I mean,
Dawson's 22.
Dawson might have been.
Dawson's 22.
Okay.
But even though they were, whoever's on the boat was probably older than us, it was technically still would have been like an adult versus adult affair.
I guess.
Either way, we were not the good Samaritans in this situation.
Oh, absolutely.
Clearly
not.
not. You were putting golf balls into a fucking lake.
So the plan
you, were,
is
you were morbid, bro.
we're doing that again. Again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just do
Just
that again.
minus the boats.
Yeah.
Oh no, plus boats.
But it's fun to see go bloop.
Bloop. Once we run out of golf balls, we just started hitting rocks, and that's what would break our shitty thrift store golf club. That's not necessary.
That's
not.
I was trying really hard. That's the sound it makes. Why? Almost knocked it over. Why?
What if when the golf ball hit the water, it just made the emergency meeting sound from Among Us?
No, I was thinking more of the alarm sound. The
I just got really lightheaded. You know the podcast where it's a bunch of incels that like are sexist, and like that's all.
Oh
they
wait,
talk
no.
about.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
And like there's like the famous clip on that there's like a TikTok page of them where this guy's like, if your girl posts bikini pics on Instagram of herself, she's basically cheating.
I remember that. Yes, I remember watching that on TikTok.
Imagine how much harder it'd be to do a podcast like that where that's the subject of it is like, let's be sexist and weird.
Yeah, like imagine the subject being like, let's be unbelievably wrong. Like let's literally only put L takes on this fucking podcast.
Bro just sniffed the mic.
It smells rank right now.
I don't smell anything.
I don't know if like one of our farts from our sound test like
I
stuck to fabric or something.
Did
but
fart merely minutes ago. I
maybe,
can't.
is that
smell
why
it.
I'm lightheaded right now,
I
Caden?
sure hope not.
Did you just drug me?
Via my ass,
Yeah.
He would have drugged himself then.
bro. I'd be
wait,
shitting perks.
that made me want to talk about
wasn't funny.
That made me want to talk about chlorophyll.
Why are we? No, hold on. Wait
No,
a
no,
minute.
no.
No.
Is it a doctor? Do doctors use it?
Would you rather?
No, I don't.
Would you rather drink ammonia or chlorophyll?
I think chlorophyll is the shit in plant cells. I think that's what makes plant cells.
Then why
green.
it make me sleepy?
Yes, chlorophyll is the stuff in-
in plant cells.
Chloroform.
Chloroform. He said chlorophyll.
Yeah, chlorophyll's perfectly healthy.
Oh,
Yeah, chlorophyll. That's like in spinach, bro.
Chlorocorn. What's
Chloroform. That's what you're thinking of. Chloroform, not chlorophyll.
And also, it doesn't kill you. It just puts you to sleep for a few minutes.
what if
But it
an
knocks you out like
What if an actual
instantaneously.
kidnapper like read it wrong and just like put plant chemicals on your face and you're like, what are you doing? Stop.
Bro, quit. I'm not a vegetarian.
Bro, that smells weird. Stop. You spit in my eye a little bit.
No, but I think that chloroform is used as like primitive, like anesthetic. Like during like I remember when I went to the what was it called? I went to it was like the Battle of Gettysburg. I think the site like I think they turned it into a museum. I don't remember if it was Gettysburg or not, but it was held at like a plantation house.
Bite of 87.
The baby 7.
Why are you trying not to laugh?
That's
Why
not
are
a
you
hard thing to
withholding-
not laugh
Because
at.
you made a FNAF joke. I can't fucking laugh at the bite of 87. Are you kidding me?
I don't like almonds.
But no, okay. I went to the place where the Battle of Gettysburg happened, which actually happens to be Gettysburg. And we were like in the-
Really?
Ohio.
it was in
I thought it was Ohio.
But no, we were inside of the house where they were doing like the surgery and shit. And the guy that was running us through the tour was like, "Yeah, dude, like if you got shot, they put a rag on your face and knocked you out and cut your arm off, like wherever the bullet was at." And like there was like blood stains in the hardwood, and I was like, "This dude is not kidding. They literally knocked you out, and you woke up without a fucking limb."
Damn.
Well, my sister. Hold on. This is actually. I have more about this. My sister went back. She because she just got engaged, right?
Yeah.
So her and her fiance, his name's Austin, went to
Texas.
the fucking Victorious soundtrack. No, but they went back to the same place, and they went in there. They said that the group that they were touring with, there was this one bitch, and she was super fucking weird, like the entire time. And the tour guide was like, and you can see right here in the hardwood that these are the bloodstains of the soldiers that you know that were operated on during the during the battle. And I kid you not, I'm gonna try and do this in the camera. This bitch walks up to it on the ground and goes.
She touched it.
She just goes like this and rubs her hand on it. Everybody
What if
was
she
like
smelled it?
Everybody was like standing in a circle looking at her like what is going on?
The tour guide he's like, stop. Stop.
She was
It's
Morbius's wife.
oh, it smells so bad right now.
Dude, I think it's your upper lip.
It's got to be you, man.
Josh doesn't smell anything. and
Okay, it went away.
My fart happened a long time ago.
But speaking of me smelling things and chloroform, what-
You ever smelled chloroform? What does it smell like?
this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is a proposition. So,
Okay.
yeah, it could be just like for shits and giggles, us not on the podcast or a segment of a future podcast. We chloroform ourselves.
Do you understand how
Absolutely
dangerous that is? That's
not.
like huffing spray paint. It
In
shuts
a-
your brain off.
In a safe environment.
In a safe environment, there's nothing safe about that. That's like saying let's play with guns in a safe environment.
Yeah.
No! Let's wear bulletproof
Okay.
vests and take turns shooting each other.
I have a would you rather.
Oh, let's hear it. I'm ready for
I was
this.
about to talk
Completely
about
unrelated.
roofies.
It's
I don't-
completely
that-
unrelated.
you actually
That's
probably should've-
probably
that's-
good that I changed the subject.
Yeah, you
No, no,
probably
no.
should have. No,
No.
no,
Only on-
you're, this,
no,
you're,
no.
no,
Okay.
no, is not working.
Would
this
you
time.
rather?
Shut the fuck up. Go.
Would you rather wear an Among Us backpack to college every day of the year, or go to class?
I don't need the second option.
Or
I want
or
that one. I want that one.
Go to class naked for one day.
I would fucking wear the Among Us backpack. I would swag that shit out. I'd put a Supreme sticker on that bitch and fucking sport it everywhere.
That would be fucking pins.
Okay,
Like a fanny pack.
what about a tail instead of an Among Us backpack?
I'll get arrested. I'll go naked. Oh, is Among Us still part of it actually?
No, just the tail.
Can I be naked
And, like,
with
ears.
the Among Us? Okay,
Tail and ears.
can I do both?
Can you be naked with the
We're
tail butt
naked
plug?
with the Among Us.
Yeah,
for one day?
naked
Yeah,
with
sure,
the Among Us for
sure,
a day.
Yeah.
Okay,
As long as you
can
take it
can
off once you're
Can I keep wearing the Among Us later?
Yes.
Do I get to take it home?
Because I think I'm down to do both of these. I think this wasn't. I think this wasn't hard.
Could you guarantee that I would not get arrested for
Yeah,
going naked?
Yes.
Or okay,
Oh, that'd be
can we
fucking hilarious.
Can we make it like a loincloth? Or like, do I gotta be like
Skyrim.
like straight up nuts hanging out?
You went
Full steamroll?
Loincloth, but you can only see my nuts.
went shirtless with a massive wedgie.
Okay, that's good too. That's
So
good too.
a banana hammock.
Oh, speedo to class.
Yes,
there
Speedo
we
to
go.
class.
That's
There
better
we
because I'm not down with people like
Just in the
seeing-
nude.
If
yeah,
I
I'm
could
not-
go
I'm
to
not,
a
like
camp-
down with people seeing my junk.
No.
Okay,
that's
no.
valid.
I would go butt ass naked if one I got at least barely compensated for it, and the college was like somewhere I didn't care about, like Ohio.
Barely compensated.
Or
you give me
Gettysburg.
if you give me $3.50, I will get naked on this campus.
If you buy me a slushie, I will kill a man.
How'd we get here?
Well, my parents loved each other very much. Yeah. Riddle me this, Batman. Why are my parents hugging naked?
Okay, I have another would you rather because this one was on Chuckle Sandwich the other day. Would you rather eat your own arm or someone else's arm?
Do I get another arm after I cut my own arm off?
No, that's the point.
Like lizard.
You are now an amputee and you have to consume it.
I would get someone else's. Do I get to choose a person?
No.
Oh. How is it
Who
decided?
would you
Random button.
choose?
You push
Josh?
a button and it chooses a
Whose
random
arm
person.
would you
Okay.
choose? No,
Actually-
if you could choose, who would
let
you
me
choose?
let me narrow this down so it's a little bit harder. It chooses a random person in the town in our city.
Okay.
Okay. How many people are in our city? I don't want to dox ourselves.
Quite a few. Enough.
You think like 500,000?
7.
250?
I think in the entire area it's like 1.3 million.
Are we talking the suburb or the whole city?
the whole city cross state.
How many people are in this house?
What was that?
First choked on his own air.
Literally.
I do that a lot, actually.
I think that was a textbook morb.
Bro, I just morbed on y'all.
He literally just morbed on us.
We might have to edit that part out, bro. I just morbed on accident.
That was the best ding so far.
Okay, there's 491,000 people in our city.
Yeah, okay.
I was
so like out of the people that I wouldn't want to eat their arms, it's
One arm, not
probably like 30 or 40, right?
both. I'd say that's probably a good number.
So
is it because that's
I'd
like how
s-
many people you hate, or
No,
No,
that's how many
that's the
people
amount of
I
people
like
that
care about.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like-
want to eat
Oh,
their arm.
okay.
It's probably way more than
So-
that, but I'm just gonna say 30 or 40.
Well, but
for
like then you run into like a humanitarian issue where it's like you're not eating the arm of somebody that you care about, but like what if you're eating the arm of like a fucking orphan or something? Like you're literally
if I don't have to make
just
eye
giving
contact
him-
with them, I don't even care.
yeah. Okay, that's the other thing. Am I given the arm or am I given the person?
You have to eat it off of their body.
Do they get to watch?
No, okay. I think you're told who it is.
Is it
but
DoorDash?
You don't have to remove it yourself, but you're told who it is, and you have to see them without an arm at least once.
Do they know I'm eating their arm?
Yes.
Okay, I still think I'd do it. I'd take my chances.
Do we gain anything from either arm?
A full stomach.
Do you cook the arm?
However you like. Sous
Okay,
vide,
cool.
boiled, broiled, grilled, smoked.
Raw.
If being
Raw,
a cannibal like
wow,
wasn't
okay.
actually such like a human,
I really,
humanitarian
really
issue,
hope this is not going where I think it's gonna go. I really
It's
hope
going
you're
where
not
you
gonna
think-
say some dumb shit like, "Oh, I would totally try human meat."
Tastes
Let's
like
talk
pork,
about
I hear.
Ohio again.
That is exactly what you were about to say, wasn't it?
If humanity, like if I didn't, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was like straight up, like I know you can like learn what it tastes like, cause like there's accounts of other cannibals like describing it. Obviously,
I've heard of
Yeah.
that actually, and I remember a description. They said that it tastes like pork, but
Yeah,
it's a
it tastes
little
like
it's a
pork.
little leaner. It's like leaner than pork.
Peener.
It's so not funny. Bro,
Here.
he has destroyed this pile of candy.
I am out.
Every time I look back, there's like 4 more pieces gone.
Only 4. What were we talking about before Gettysburg? Because there was something I wanted to talk about.
We were talking about
Thank you.
chloroform. Why are you?
I have an itchy rectum,
Chronically,
chronically.
he complains about it in
Clinically.
public to me.
My glands aren't happy.
I'm not either.
I'd have to agree with your glands right now.
I think you said your glands are unhappy. Real. That's real.
Oh no, I remember. You were talking about like the doctors from Gettysburg or whatever.
Yeah.
I watched the,
Getty.
for one. I watched the movie The King. Have you ever seen that?
Uh-uh.
Timothy Chalamet and also Batman.
Which
Never heard
Batman?
of this.
Robert?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson, Batman. He's
Edward.
Batman to me now.
Edward from Twilight.
Edward from Twilight. So I watched The King. It was a really good movie. I highly recommend it. It's about King Henry V's like rise to power.
Okay.
Super interesting. And
Dope.
You asshole.
Kidding.
you know how like we're huge Skyrim fans. Like
Yeah. Yes, very much so.
medieval fantasy is like where we thrive imaginatively.
Yes.
It would be so cool to live in like the Iron Age or the Dark Age and
Actually, hard stop disagree, but continue.
But I want to play
okay, no,
Dungeons and Dragons.
I do
We
disagree.
should.
I now disagree with that. I used to think that, but then I realized like you die at like 30, like tops.
That it sounds lucky to die at 30 at that point. Like,
Yeah.
bro,
I was thinking about that a few days ago, like a long time, like 300 years ago, we'd be like halfway through our lives.
literally, and isn't that fucking terrifying?
Yeah.
Like we'd be like having our midlife crisis like before
It's also
Like,
really
that's
weird
the
to
thing,
think
I
that
don't-
the world was run by people our age.
Yeah. Well,
Younger,
now it's run
younger.
now it's run by people quadruple our age, and that's not good either.
No,
But
King Henry was like, I think in the movie he was supposed to be like 16.
remember like the sequel to the sequel to the sequel to the sequel of King Henry V, aka King Henry VIII, just like established it.
big
I'm just
Motherfucker.
still stuck on
Yeah.
all the sequels you said, but keep going.
The third,
Was he the fat one that decapitated one of his
one
wives?
we
and
saw-
started an entire church so that he could divorce his wife.
Yeah.
We saw
Yes.
his-
That guy
Wait,
is
eighth?
unfathomably based. That is so fucking based that he literally went to the Catholic Church. He went to the Catholic Church and he was like, I don't like my wife. And they
Bro.
were like, bro, that hella sucks. And he was like, I'm leaving. And he just did it.
King Henry VIII needs to start his own podcast, or we have him as a guest.
His junk though.
What?
Remember when we went to London
yeah.
and we saw his armor? It's just a
my-
massive like.
Yes.
Bro had gluttonous armor.
I feel
His
like
armor looked like an Elden Ring boss.
Yeah, it literally
His-
looked like the fucking winged knights from Dark Souls 3,
His
the
nuts
big ass
were down to
bitches.
his knees.
Yeah. Okay, but I have a theory with that actually. Okay, we all went to London together like
we
at the
we
same
all
time.
have nuts.
And we all have nuts, but we all went into a museum. We all went into a museum where we were looking at like armor, like it's in the same place as the Crown Jewels, right?
Yeah.
Tower of London, is that what it was called?
They
But
had
we
the
went in
beef
there,
eaters.
and I have a theory that all of those armors with the massive area for your fucking cock and balls were bigger as an intimidation factor. I think that was absolutely a fake flex. They
Was
put
it?
that shit in there so that it would look like your dick was a whole lot bigger than it was.
You're telling me if you were
It probably was way smaller than the armor showed.
you telling
Yes,
me like
but
if
do
you
you think
were
it
a
was for-
French
sorry,
if you
go.
were a French soldier and you just saw a big nut dude across your battlefield, you wouldn't like laugh at it.
I'd probably swing at it, bro. I'd probably like
That's
I'd
the-
be like stabbing for
That's
it.
the weak spot, bro.
That's the Achilles heel. The Achilles cock.
That's the golden eye once you stagger him. his bulbous metal dick. I don't think it was an intimidation fact. I think it was like
Extra protection.
I think it was an ego thing still, but I don't think it was like this guy's gonna see my nuts and quiver.
I mean, it's possible that it was just super padded.
Oh, that's true. Where they were just
They're like
Protective of
overprotective
family
of their
jewels.
cock and balls.
yeah, that's possible. You said that so straight face.
I know.
They were just like really protective of their cock and balls.
By chance, have either of you guys seen Game of Thrones?
No, my dad.
No,
has.
Okay, never mind then.
My entire family's watched it, and they said that it's good.
Because like one of my favorite things in like medieval movies that if they get it right is like brutal medieval combat and like not like 1v1s like
I remember seeing a clip of the Mountain from that show squeezing that dude's eyeballs.
I fucking love that guy. It's like full platoons versus platoons basically like
Yeah.
like field combat with just fucking hundreds of guys.
Okay.
When like movies get that right, it's just so cool. It's disgusting, and it's like horrifying.
Yeah.
But like Game of Thrones has like one of my favorite renditions of that, and so did The King. I licked your mic.
You have to line it up, otherwise it won't.
Yeah.
Among Us, finally, I found Among Us. Among Us, finally, I found
Enough.
That would be another
Dude,
thing that we could watch.
I think Among Us VR is about to come out.
I'm
that-
so down for that.
We
You think it's cross compatible? Like, do you think people without VR can play?
no, because it's like first person.
What would that look like? Wait, never mind.
Probably Among Us.
Ignore that.
You probably see
I'm thinking like
crewmates.
Phasmophobia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know when we
Oh, I guess that's. I don't know. Maybe they could do that, but I've been following the updates of it on Twitter. We need to
I'd
get
be
you
so
an
down to
Oculus.
play that.
We need to get you a Quest.
you do need to give me a Quest, and you need to buy it entirely for me. You also need more candy. Because I don't like any of these.
It's kind of odd how we. It's kind of odd how we ended up here
Jack, you need
without
to.
any candy. I
get
feel like that was
Satisfactory, too.
someone's fault.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, you do need to get Satisfactory so that we can play that together. That would be fun.
Possibly. I'm just not a very technical man.
No, but do you think you
Huh?
would like it? Can you stop?
I
I feel like if we got him to play with us, he would like it, but I don't think he would like it on his own. Because you're a very adventure driven person when you play games, like especially with Skyrim. You know the name of every location. You fuck around with shit, but like you're not the go and max every skill kind of person. You're like I want to kill the Ebony Warrior, so let me do like exactly what I can to do that for the achievement. But like you don't like maximize your damage.
yeah.
But there is exploration in that game. Like,
Well, yeah,
really cool exploration.
absolutely there
actually.
is. But the main focus of that game is to make fucking intricate machines, and I feel like that's something that would bother him if he was doing it alone.
But he also liked Slime Rancher.
Skyrim,
And I think
do
it's
maximize
very comparable
everything
to Slime
on Skyrim.
Rancher.
I feel like I disagree with that.
It's just like getting stuff and bringing it back so you have more stuff.
Yeah, but you also set up like you like maximize your like utility output of your machines and shit. Like it's a
Do you-
very intricate system.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the lizard from Frozen 2?
Yeah.
I think they designed it that way specifically to sell products.
He made like some sound. Or no, he was completely silent. After she went into the other dimension.
Dude, they pan to the lizard and he just. I think I've had enough of that.
Yeah.
You
enough
can
with
you
the
can stop
noises.
doing what you are doing.
You can cut that out.
I have this problem with lots of movies where when I look at something, if I can tell that they
Is it with the remote?
I just
Okay.
spit literally.
These are
everywhere.
my
You
fucking
should
sticky
have brought the
dude.
Switch.
How did you do this to a stack of sticky notes?
It's not hot.
It looks
Here,
like
I'll show
you put it in the bath.
You just do that. I'm
It looks
a
like you
fidgety.
put it in the bath. I use these.
Do you still use them?
Not
I can.
anymore.
I do. I use them now.
Keep them in.
You can still use them. They're just gonna be folded.
You're a trick ass hoe. You know that?
I'm the trickiest asshole. When I can look at a when I can look at a movie and I can see like a character or something was designed with product in mind, it aggravates me. Even though like that's a wise decision if I was making a movie or a show.
Oh, you mean like marketability?
Marketability. That's
Like
marketability. That's the word I'm looking for.
Like, oh yeah, like Porgs from Star Wars. That's perfect.
Oh my god.
Or Stewie from
My
Family Guy.
My dad gets violent when those pop up on the screen. He hates them.
Porgs?
I think
Those
they're
are the
cool.
little
I
owl
like
things,
them.
right?
Yeah, I feel like if you can.
Yeah, they're cute, but I hate that they
if
are.
you can find it within yourself to get mad at a fucking animated owl
Yeah, I think they're
gerbil,
cool.
then
That's just him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you care too much.
I don't. I look at it and I'm like, they literally only made it like that to sell plushies. But, I mean, I
but,
also
like,
don't.
The
super
part of it
care.
that
thing is-
I hate are the people that get obsessed with it, not the thing
Yeah,
itself.
yes.
But like the people, like I feel like you know exactly who I'm talking
if
about.
a
that would,
motherfucker
like,
have a Porg sticker on the back of his car, I will crash into.
or take a picture of it in the theaters and be like, "Oh my god, porgs!"
Yeah.
like, oh, it's like, no.
But the island needed something, and I think they fit.
I think they needed crewmates. Thank you.
The Porgs were shaped like crewmates.
They had wings.
Actually, low key, yeah.
They was like Tic Tacs. I think the original like
They were shaped like minions.
enjoy it to the point that I don't like you is Minions.
dude,
Yeah.
Minions
Are you
go
gonna
hard.
see the new one?
Minions
Get
go
hard.
Have you seen the lineup for the soundtrack of the new one?
No, I don't want to, Josh.
It's like a lot
No,
of
Josh.
really famous artists.
I don't want to do that.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like who?
I know Brockhampton's on there.
Why?
Hang on.
Why?
Why does anything? Why do Minion?
I was looking through my old Rainbow Loom kit the other day, and I had a bracelet that looked like it. I followed.
fucking random.
No. I followed a tutorial that's supposed to make it look like a minion,
Okay.
but I didn't have like the googly eye that the person in the tutorial played or used on it.
They played.
So I am an owner of a Rainbow Loom minion bracelet. Sit down, punks.
Good shit.
Good.
Okay.
sense.
Diana Ross, Tame Impala,
Tame
Thundercat.
Why
Impala,
is
what
Tame
the
Impala
fuck?
in Minions?
Thundercat.
Okay.
Phoebe Bridgers. Brockhampton. Her. Like,
I want to
Wow.
pirate this.
why all these people?
I want to pirate this.
But
I don't want to give them my money,
I hate,
but
I
I
hate
want to watch
corporations. I hate DreamWorks. Why are we doing this?
it. Disney freak. I love corporations.
Wait, we need to try and get fucking sponsored, guys. I literally love corporate America. I would give all of my money to Jeff Bezos.
Use
Yeah,
code
I love
Jackisms
honey.
on adamandeve.com.
Have you guys seen the speed clip, the iShow speed clip of Mr. Beast donating $1.99?
Really?
It's not actually Mr. Beast. It's just some other dude. It's some other dude because Mr. Beast's name on Twitch is Mr. Beast 6000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so another dude that
named it
just
Mr.
got
Beast.
the name Mr. Beast donated, included a very funny comment that I'm not gonna go into, but it made for a really funny clip. But he donates, so Speed hears it say Mr. Beast donated in text to speech, and he like very quickly looks over to the screen because he's expecting a big donation. It just says $1.99. He just got demolished.
How old is Speed?
Oh, he's young. He's younger than us. I think he's like 17.
King Henry.
What?
Yeah, that's how old he was.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, we talked about that. That does make sense.
I would be so. I thought you were about to hit me. you
Why
sat
did
up
you
so aggressively? I
wind
was
up
like,
that? You.
I'm going to strike you. King Henry. I was. Never mind. I was.
That's not my name. Why do you look at me like that with such
Don't look at
intent?
me like that and call me King Henry.
Stop.
What was I talking about with King Henry?
I don't know.
Oh, I know it
just
wasn't about King
rambling
Henry,
at
but
this
it was
point.
like we
Yeah,
should watch
this
that
is
movie.
Not good.
We should watch that movie. Maybe not tonight. unless
Probably,
we wanna
definitely not tonight because we're gonna watch another Lord of the Rings.
all nighter.
We need to come up with another Sheridan's joke.
We can go get. So the plan is after this
Do you want to go get
podcast.
Sheridan's? That would be really funny, actually.
I either want a pipeline punch monster, or I want Sheridan's, or I want death.
You know, Unforked is Sheridan's, right?
What?
No,
Yeah.
Unforked is gas.
Yeah,
The- no,
they're
they-
tacos, bro.
They're so
The
fucking
tilapia
good.
tango
Yes, they're
and the
so
citrus crunch.
so fucking good.
Wait,
So
wait, wait.
good.
So, is it like a?
Yes.
It's a
Sheridan's-
subsect of Sheridan's.
opened up an Unforked restaurant so they can serve food instead of just ice cream.
You
But
see,
they
Bert-
also serve ice cream there.
You see, Dunkin'
at
Donuts' solution
Unforked,
was
you
to
can
just-
get Sheridan's ice cream.
Yeah.
like there have been many other places that did the similar things, and they just changed their menu. Like Domino's did that. Dunkin' Donuts did that.
This dude just burped directly into the
Bro,
mic.
it's
I
the
think a
most
double-digit
disgusting
number of
talker.
times. You have fucking.
I've eaten a lot of candy that I don't want tonight. That's why.
Okay.
I don't
You
like.
didn't have to.
Yeah, it literally was not required.
We
I
made
need
fun of you, like,
oral
twice for it.
stimulation. I get bored. I need
That
to chew.
means
That's what-
something else.
I've just been gagging this entire podcast. Oh, you know what we can do with this now that I fucked it up? We can make an Among Us flip book.
I want to go home.
You could go. I will make an Among Us flip book and I will mail it to you.
Make it.
Give me a pencil.
I told you guys
And
that
by
we-
the end of this podcast, I will have the most sexual Among Us flip book.
It's the
probably
Among Us like
west of the
shaking his
Mississippi.
ass in a circle, but just in a flip book. You know what I'm talking
Oh.
about?
I'll do it.
You should do 3D Saul Goodman.
Dude. On Fiverr, you can commission, I think, professional flip book makers.
I just had a really funny idea.
What's your funny idea?
What if you made a flip book, but it's just the same frame the entire time? So you just draw the same thing on every sticky note, and you're like, "Dude, check out my flip book," and they go and flip through it, and it's just the same fucking
wait, no.
picture, and it doesn't move.
It's like a guy like looking panicked, but then like there's like 2 pages where he's like.
The fucking emoji, the one with the hands. You know what I'm talking about? Where it breaks,
yeah,
breaks the camera.
Oh no! Joe sent in our Twitter group chat. It was like just an entire Twitter thread of every iPhone emoji just with a penis on it. Like
That was me.
What?
I'm pretty sure
what?
I sent that.
That might have
I'm
been
pretty
you.
Sure I sent
That might have been you. But it's just the same emoji, and then like one page has the penis.
I think I've got all of them saved on my Google Photos.
Thumbnail for the thumbnail for the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I've got funny socks today. I got these from work.
You're
during
complaining
Christmas.
about stink and just put your fucking feet on the table.
Yeah.
Should we start wrapping it up?
How long have we been talking?
Probably a while.
I
Feels like a while.
I feel like this has been really fun though. I don't even think that this is good for a fucking podcast. We're just
No,
having
we're
a,
just talking.
we're just having a dipshit conversation.
That's why this podcast would be successful
But-
if we had an audience compared to the sexist podcast.
No.
Why is
this
that one
cool,
more
though,
successful than
because
us?
stuff like this, that's why it's popular, because you're just listening in on someone's conversation.
yeah. I guess that's true. That's a good point.
What we
Can
got?
we do one more? Would you rather?
Yeah.
What we got to do is go to Ohio and do a live podcast on the hike.
Yo.
That would be fun, actually.
And like in like a
We'd just-
fucking field.
Dude, we'd all sound like Miss Askren, just breathing really heavily into our fucking
Oh my
mics,
God.
bro. We literally would be like on a hike, like, hey man, watch out for this stick coming up.
Hey man, count your goosebumps.
No, we sit down on like some stumps and we're like, mosquito just bit my arm.
You know, we can't hear your mic input, so if you whisper into it,
I know,
we
but
can't-
it'll probably be funny when we listen to it after. That's what I was figuring.
I think you figured wrong.
How many scars do you have on your body?
Oh, a lot, because I have acne scars.
Oh,
Same.
okay.
I've got like.
Do you have any
hundreds.
from not acne?
I have one on my eyebrow.
Oh
right
yeah, no,
here.
I remember seeing that in middle school. A picture of you with a gooch on your.
Yeah, with
Na-
my
with-
face flayed open.
Got a spot right there. You can't really see it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
burnt
you're right, I
myself
can't
on
see
the Sonic fry cooker.
Ouch.
Yeah. I like
Big
it was
ouch.
you know like the heaters where
Uh-huh.
like you can scoop it out. My wrist touched the top of it.
Ow.
Yeah, it bubbled up.
Imagine
whole
working
high,
at Sonic.
I burned myself on the tortilla press so many times at Slim's.
Remember when you burn yourself in my backyard?
Oh yeah, we thought it was like a 3rd-degree burn, and it was just the fucking the charcoal on the side of the poker.
Yeah.
You
That
wanna
was
go
when
do
we
it again?
cooked steaks over the fire with scrote.
We should do a campfire in my backyard again.
That
Right
would,
now?
we could do that tonight.
I'd be down.
That would be fun.
Do we have s'more making materials
We can totally go get some more making
We could go
materials.
get
and a
Steak.
pipeline?
Remember when
Shut
we ate
up.
severely
Shut
underdone steak?
up.
on
My
the fire?
dad, he got this. Sorry to interrupt
No,
both of
go
you,
for it.
but he got
Just very rude.
he got this fire pit.
I'm only a little.
It's like a
bit.
brand new fire pit, and it's got like a wide rim that's meant to be like I can't think of. You're
A
you're
spit?
supposed to cook shit on it.
A spit, like a spit roast, where you literally like skewer it and put it over it.
Spit on it.
No, it's a metal plate that
Don't spit
goes
on the
around
fire.
the
That's gross.
It's a metal plate that goes around the edge. It gets really hot, and you just cook shit on it.
Hey guys, our fire isn't big enough.
Oh, dude,
Let's all
we should
spit on
we
it.
should try to fuck with that tonight. That would be fun.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
if we
If he-
can.
if he lets
Obviously,
us.
if we can. Yeah.
I don't know if he'll let us.
Let's
but-
start a fire without asking anyone in the neighborhood if that's okay, and it's a large one.
You ask your
Let's-
neighbors
let's
if you can have
violate-
a fire at your own house.
Well, see, this fire is going to be lethal,
let's
lethally
violate-
large.
Oh, so
fire
you're trying to like set the fucking state ablaze.
Arson.
Yeah, okay, so you're trying to commit a crime, which again,
Precisely.
we probably wouldn't ask for permission.
What would-
Hey,
we
bro,
would-
bro, you want to violate fire code with me, bro?
Bro, I put duct tape over the fire extinguisher. We can totally burn whatever the fuck we want.
That was so bad.
What if firefighters like pulled up to an actual fire and they're like, "All right, where's your fire extinguisher?" Where is it?
Dude, we can't fucking help you without it. Where did it go?
Business is business, and you don't have your fire extinguisher. Someone put duct tape over on it, and we don't have scissors in the truck. We're just gonna have to wait this out, you
dude
idiots.
is so good at coming up with fucking theoretical like rants in the moment.
Like, I would become a firefighter if that's what my job would be. I've considered becoming a.
That was the most unproductive sentence I think I've ever heard.
See, okay,
Man,
what
I
was
would go
happening
to
is I was
Sheridan's
thinking about
if
the.
That's where I was going,
Bro, if I could work at a Sheridan's and that would be my job.
I think I was thinking about the sentence after the sentence I was saying. So like my mouth was working on a sentence and my brain was cooking up
And
another.
that would be your job.
If I worked at a bookstore, that would be so my job.
if I lived in Ohio, because I bought a house there.
Dog, if I lived in Ohio, I'd be there. Like,
Wait, I have a
like
question. I have a
there.
genuine question. This could be a redemption arc for Ohio.
Yeah,
What's the cost of living in Ohio?
I think in the big cities it's actually not good.
Would you? Okay.
I'm talking
Oh!
just anywhere in Ohio.
I have a
we're
would you
talking,
rather.
We're talking like the bad parts of Ohio.
Would you rather have a good house in Ohio or be homeless in like Colorado?
I would much rather have a home.
Okay, but have you seen the homeless people in Colorado? They're so cool.
That's true. They've got
They
like
vibe
sure
hard.
they vibe, but I feel like they probably struggle. I feel like I don't like the idea of struggle.
I would
That's fair.
try being
Like,
homeless
I-
in Colorado, but
I
then
don't-
the benefits are actually really good.
Okay, well that's good at least. Oh, I guess Colorado is a very progressive state, so I imagine that's true.
Progressive
They're
sells insurance.
It
You're
sounds
right.
bad, but
A home and auto bundle.
like in Boulder, the homeless people, they're all homies.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you guys
walk
have
by
told
them,
me about this,
and
about your
they'll be
trips
like,
that you've gone to.
like your shirt, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no, we were walking on Pearl Street in Colorado.
2-star Ohio. How did they even get those 2 stars?
I don't know. Probably missing out on the
Cleveland.
other 3.
It's because every house has an Ohio license plate on it.
Cleveland Brown Family Guy is the only thing that got them 2 stars.
The homeless people or the floaters in Colorado. We were walking on Pearl Street and this like there
it's
was
a floater.
Sorry. Shut up. There was this one that it was. We were walking on Pearl Street. I said that like 3 times. I'm losing my train of thought.
Yeah, when you
This
would
they
that
were
be
just
your
sitting
job?
crisscross applesauce, and they actually looked like they wanted to die. It was the most depressed looking person, and they were like, "Hey, I like your shirt." It was like they said that.
He just opened his mouth and
Like I was like, "That's so nice," but it was caught me off guard because I was like, of everyone, like there's so many like happy looking people here, and I didn't expect the sad one to compliment me. And I was
You
like,
expected profanities out of nowhere.
yeah, like what
I sound like
normal
a bad
homeless
person.
people do.
Now. I sound like a
No,
worse
no,
person
you're
than I
fine, you're
am.
fine, you're
No, listen,
It's true.
it's a very real thing to talk about. It's like it's a real thing. Like, and I didn't mean to sound like an asshole. Like I don't want to struggle. Like obviously I recognize that I have a lot,
no
but
one
like,
wants to struggle.
but like, yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to struggle,
But I
but
do. Bit.
But like I meant that in the most sincere way possible. If I have the option to struggle versus have a home, I'm gonna have a home.
Yeah, no, exactly.
What did you determine the cost of living was in Ohio?
For a studio, it's like $646 a month, and average in the United States is like $950.
Okay, so I guess it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, $646 for a studio, that's solid. There's studios where I go
That's
to school.
average in the whole state, though. So
Well, but there's studios where I go to school where it's hella cheap and it's like $1,000 a month.
yeah,
What's the
That's
what's
insane.
the coolest state that's like distance wise from? Oh, what's like the closest cool state from Ohio?
the closest cool state probably
Canada.
Illinois.
Canada
is not a state.
It's a big one.
I would say Pennsylvania or Illinois.
If any state was gonna be Big Chungus State, Canada would be Big Chungus State.
I like Iowa just because of Slipknot. That's where Slipknot came from. But
Went
like
to Iowa
that's
City, it's
Chicago.
Iowa State
We went to
University
Chicago.
also has a good wrestling team. That's pretty unrelated, but I used to wrestle. So
I moved to Illinois.
I've thought
or
highly of
Iowa.
Iowa.
I have a funny story.
Let's hear it.
So my band and I, we were at Quick Trip a few weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
Just it was probably like 11 p.m. We were sitting out on the chairs, like in front, the one up on 119th, and this dude, he's driving this absolute beater, right? We're not paying any attention, right? We're talking about like what songs we're gonna play.
What do you mean by beater?
Like Saul Goodman car,
Oh,
like
okay.
a Suzuki Esteem or something like that.
Okay.
Like a piece of shit.
Okay.
And that was absolutely not related to the story.
Okay.
At all.
Okay. I'm glad I
He-
I
inquired.
just, I
Point.
just wanted to like, set
Set the scene.
Yeah, yeah. And
Saul
he
Goodman.
kind of looks like he hasn't showered in a few days, but it's not like clear.
Quit burping into your fucking.
It's just-
mic.
He walks
Instinct.
in. We don't think anything of it, and he walks out. And I like kind of accidentally make eye contact with him, but like only for a split second.
Yeah.
And he just looks over to us. We're still talking, and he just goes, "Why don't you suck my dick, motherfucker?"
What?
Why?
I don't know. And then Will was like, "What'd you say?" And he was like, "You heard me." As he's like backing up to get in his car. Like he's not walking towards us. He's like still moving. And then he was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And then he like slowly shuts his car door while watching us. And then as he's backing out, he's just like this through the windshield, slowly backing out.
That's so cartoony.
He just woke up and chose violence, I guess.
He had to have like had schizophrenia or something,
I hope he's.
or on drugs.
Is there like a happy equivalent of schizophrenia? Like I don't see bad things and hear bad things, but like I see goofy things and see silly things.
I think
I
that's
think
just
I've
called
read
mushrooms.
that people like
Schizoids.
schizophrenians, schizophrenics. They've got like sometimes they'll have like good demons. They're not necessarily demons, but like they'll have good characters.
My demon got me a Quick Trip pretzel. Are you sure
Not
you
even
wanna-
cool. Quick Trip egg rolls are better.
Shut up. I
You ever
quit
had a
this
Quick Trip egg
podcast.
roll?
This is Joshisms.
Have either of you had a Quick Trip egg roll?
No.
No.
Should we go get one? Like right now?
I do want to. I
don't
do want a
one right
pipeline
now 'cause
punch.
They
So
just
we.
upped the price like yesterday.
Oh.
They're two for $3 now.
That's not that bad.
No, but
I
you can get a
do-
corn dog for $1.
Corn dogs are
Corn dog.
unpopular opinion. Corn dogs are violently mid.
Where do you get
No,
your
I
corn dogs
love corn
from?
dogs. Have you ever had a Quick Trip corn dog though?
No.
They're not on a
but
stick. It's just a hot dog wrap. It's like a big pig in a blanket.
That sounds heat.
Yeah.
It's the stick that throws me off every time. It's like, if I bite into that bitch too fast, I might not make it out.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
you
not
know what I
doing
mean?
that live.
You know what I mean? Like, I literally might not make it.
I will lose. I will lose.
Okay.
I will falter.
Imagine we didn't.
We almost thought that we stopped.
You're a thought.
Yeah, I'm a hoe. We almost
Trick ass hoe.
Backing out
Yeah.
of the parking spot.
Why don't you suck my dick, motherfucker?
That caught us so off guard.
I can imagine.
And it was like, do we continue to make eye contact? Like, do we look at him? Do we just ignore him? Is
I feel like
ignoring him
that's-
going to make us shoot him?
I feel like
Shoot
that's,
us? Or
that's
like,
when you pull the 9. That's just you just pull your strap and you just be like, yeah.
I've
Well,
got
that's
the
what we were
blicky
scared
on
of, like,
me.
does this dude have a gun? Like,
Oh yeah, that's always the scary thing. Whenever you're interacting with strangers and somebody gets mad at you, I'm like, I don't know if you're fucked up enough to kill me.
right. And it was out of nowhere. So I was like, this dude totally could have a gun.
Yeah.
Like, this dude's messed up.
One time I got into it with a stranger once. I was driving and absolutely 100% my fault, driving mistake, changed lanes pretty much into him. Didn't hit him, but he swerved, almost hit the curb, and then slammed on his brakes and made it out. I didn't realize that he was there until he was behind me, so like he rectified it entirely. 100% my fault. I will not try to make any argument that it wasn't.
Sure.
So he's behind me and he's laying on his horn, telling me to pull over. I was like, okay, I'll pull over and apologize to this guy.
yeah, don't do that.
I was like, I'll pull over and apologize to this guy because 100% that was my fault. It was, I was still in high school. I was like, it's just in my nature. I need to apologize to this guy. I feel bad. So I pull over into a parking lot. I pull into the parking lot of that pet hospital right next to the Sonic, right? And I get out, and this dude opens the door, and I get out, and I'm already walking towards him, and I was like, dude, I'm really, really sorry. He goes, you fucking drive much? I was like, I'm really sorry. That it truthfully was 100% my fault. He was like, God, you're so fucking dumb. I was like, dude, I fucking get it. I got out to apologize. I was like, all right, you're.
All right.
I was like, all right, you're right. I fucked up. And he was like, God, look, whatever. He got in his fucking car and like sped off. And I was like,
Wait, so you got
I was
out of
like-
the
What's the
car?
point of
I was
that?
like, literally, he literally told me to pull over so that he could fucking baby rage at me. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, did you get out of the car too?
I got out of my car.
He
to
probably
go
thought
meet-
you were about to square up too.
No, I was apologizing. I had my hands
Well, yeah,
up
no,
like
no.
this. I had my palms out. I was like, hey, I'm really, really sorry. And he was like, you fucking drive much? I was like,
He probably saw
Lord.
you opening the door and climbing out and didn't think much past that point. Like he saw that and was like, "There's fighting that's gonna
dude, I
happen."
could have just schizomaxed him and just shot him. What if I just fucked up and then just shot him?
You should have had like anger tears in your eyes, like I have a shotgun in my car. Just
That
like
wasn't anger tears. That was fucking. You were tweaking off the perks.
if he thinks you're tweaking, he would just puppy dog back in his car.
Or shoot me.
You shoot him, you're tweaking.
I don't.
You're the one.
I don't own a firearm. I'm joking.
Get one. I'm boycotting the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah, it's stupid that they're making another one. The last one's so bad.
Well, and just the fact that they're gonna make one without Johnny just
Yeah, that's stupid.
big time sucks.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, I'm really glad that it went the way that it did. I'm glad that he got called out on the shit.
That
he
was
got
so
wrong.
poggers.
Also, did not need to last 6 months or however much it lasted.
Oh my fucking
though.
god, I know. Well, I also there's theories that it's like a media diversion
Yeah.
to like distract people from what's going on in Ukraine and shit. But
Yeah.
there's
To make us for gore.
Dude, if we ever
There's-
talked about conspiracies, I could talk on this fucking podcast for hours.
Do you
That would be
think?
fun.
I don't believe the conspiracies hook, line, and sinker, but some of them you're just like, too many things fucking line up for this to not be happening.
Yeah.
Watch
know?
this become a conspiracy podcast.
Oh, that'd be crazy. Make it like the Joe Rogan experience.
Do you think Bigfoot supports Pride Month?
Why with that voice?
that Bigfoot?
In like a South Park.
Okay, guys. Hypothetically.
Okay, guys. Hypothetically,
Picture.
Let's say-
penis.
I took a picture with Butter's penis in my mouth.
why would you do that, Cartman?
It makes him gay. It's PEMDAS.
We should watch South Park tonight. Is what we should do.
Yeah.
I think that nobody's gonna laugh at this. I think
No.
this is just us.
I think we're all three of us are gonna watch it and gonna be like, yeah, this is so good.
Oh, dude,
this
this
is so
They're
funny.
gonna be like, bro, this is a fucking banger. Somebody
and then
gonna watch
Carter's
this and
gonna
be like,
watch it
"These
and he's
guys
gonna
are
like fall
actual-"
asleep to it.
Yeah. I know. I can think of a handful of people that would laugh at this. Will, my girlfriend's little brother Brody thinks that we are the funniest fucking people alive.
Why?
by the
We
way.
suck.
Well, because he has the exact same type of humor that we do. Like prime example. This kid is fucking funny. Okay, I love Brody. I love him. We were playing Quiplash the other day. The other day, meaning a long time ago.
I haven't played in a long time. I want to do that.
We should do that. We should get the boys together and play Quiplash. But we were playing Quiplash, and
Oh.
the prompt was make up a swear word. And I said some shit like flarble or something, like something dumb as fuck. I tried to just come up with
Like
a
a
random
Rick
ass
and
word.
Morty writing.
Yeah, like a Rick and Morty ass word, literally. And he literally just fucking says shit. And I got destroyed. It was...
You know what? Oh, you know what I would have done is fuck two.
Fuck the sequel. Oh my god.
What do you, dude? Do you think fuck was a word in biblical times?
Bro,
Probably.
Like,
it just meant
okay.
Something else.
Cain and Abel
Jesus
were just
getting
like, "Bro,
nailed to the
fuck you."
cross. Do you think Jesus was like fuck?
Okay, let's.
No, he didn't. He was a sin. He was a
All right.
perfect man, a sinless
He was
man.
a perfect man.
He was a perfect
I'm
man.
stopping the car, guys. I'm stopping the car.
What?
So what is your guys' religion?
I am Christian.
I could fart on the mic still.
Why did that sound like a rap intro? Just like, hey, let me fart on the mic.
We about tooting this bitch.
We're keeping it stanky.
The bitches are stanky.
Stranger Things.
Never seen it.
Never. I love it.
I watched like 5 episodes with Abby, and then watched like it over again, like the first 2 episodes by myself, and then just never
Mm-hmm.
picked it up again.
I watched the first season with Allison and actually just like really liked the show. And then
I liked it too.
yeah, like it
I
was a
just
good.
never picked it up after that.
Yeah, and the only reason I ever got back into it is because Cam wanted to start watching it with me too.
Yeah. Okay.
So I started watching again when season 2 came out, and I literally fucking hate watching TV, but that show is awesome.
It lost me after the first season. The first season
It's
was
really
like, this
confusing.
is something different. And I'm not saying I would hate the other season. I watched like that beyond the first season, and I don't even like hate them. But the first one was like, this is something different. And then the rest of them were just like, this is so normal.
Do you guys care to watch it at all? Because I kind of want to talk about the 4th season.
Tonight,
No. I'm saying like, are you ever going to?
possibly. I just haven't made it like a chore of mine because I have so many other shows I'm watching and
Same.
rewatching.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're in the
I'm
middle of
watching
Better
Game
Call
of
Saul.
Thrones. I'm watching
Okay.
Shameless.
Okay, then
Uh,
I won't talk about it. I was just going to talk about how fucking good the 4th
Yeah,
season
shut up.
Okay.
Done. Leave and take your stick.
You need to watch The Sopranos too.
I think okay, our friend Will does. I don't know why he does this or why it's entertaining to him. Maybe the
Why
show.
does he do that?
He doesn't watch the show. He never has watched the show. I don't even think he plans to.
That's also not the only show.
He just goes to YouTube and watches Soprano clips.
He did that with Better Call Saul too.
He's so weird. He also
You're talking about like our Will?
Yeah.
our Will.
Yeah, no, he doesn't watch the full show. He just watches like highlights on YouTube.
He does this with movies too. He was streaming one time on Discord. He's like, "You want to watch this YouTube channel with me?" It just explains entire movies in like 30 minutes.
Like-
And it was like
I
if-
only like to do that with like horror movies because I like psychological horror and I like hearing about like fucked up shit, but I don't like getting jump scared. So like I'll do that with horror movies, but like anything outside of that, that's just dumb. You're trying to like time max watching movies. That's stupid.
Yeah.
it was like what's the Morgan Freeman Bradley Cooper movie? Not Bradley Cooper. Brad
I can
Pitt.
smell you.
Brad Pitt.
What's in the box? What's in the box? That movie.
It's my dick in a box.
I don't know.
It's like a detective movie.
Morgan Freeman?
Or it's Brad Pitt and some other guy are like detectives.
It sounds like the dynamic between Robert Pattinson and the one dude in the fucking Batman movie.
Yes.
I mean-
It's that movie and like
You're not thinking of Zodiac, are you? Because that's not Brad Pitt, but that's...
the guy in World War Z.
Is that McConaughey? That's not McConaughey.
No.
I've never
That's-
seen World War Z.
It's you haven't?
No.
It's okay. It's
I
kind of a
haven't either.
shit blockbuster, but it's fucking cool. It is so cool.
I haven't seen.
I
it
don't like
either.
zombie movies. I think they're cliche.
I completely agree with that. I think the zombie shit's old. Even The Walking Dead.
I Am Legend is the only one I really like.
I've seen that one.
I am
I've seen
Blade.
I Am Legend, and I think it's. Do you like that one because like the zombies are just so different?
I think he did just say that he liked it.
Well, yeah, but no. But do you like it because the zombies are like different in that? Like they're
No,
creepy.
because it's
and-
not a zombie movie.
Oh, yeah. It's about
it's
Will.
Fucking.
It's about William.
Yeah.
It's about Drive.
With World War Z, the story itself is like it's cookie cutter. Like it's like, oh, we need a cure, and we also have to survive. And
Yeah.
but
The Cure is Taco Bell.
but like their action sequences in World War Z are like, they're watchable, and I love them.
That's good.
You've probably seen it in like clips or something, but like the scene where like there's zombie like it's like a hive mind. They're just climbing this wall. Like they're climbing on top
Yeah.
of each other
Yeah, yeah,
violently.
yeah.
They did a really good job of making the CGI zombies like incredibly like aggressively violent. Like it just looks like a human at max capability with no regard for their own physical well-being, and they're just like running so they're just so aggressive.
They're like roided.
They're
I
so
remember. I
roided.
remember seeing clips of it. They're just like going absolute ape shit.
Yeah, that's the part I like about that one is because sure you can make creepy zombies in like video games and movies and shows, but like if you need to make them so like disturbingly aggressive to make it creepy. Oh my god, we should play Black Ops Zombies.
That is fun.
I'm done with that.
Do you have any of them on the computer? You have any of the Black Ops games on the computer?
I didn't know they were on like no, I don't.
I
wanna
have
I wanna
two,
play-
I think.
Black Ops 2 Zombies.
I want to play
is fun.
I want to play one of the original Black Ops, either like Black Ops 1 or Black Ops like 2.
I think
Black Ops 3 Zombies are really good too.
Maybe
I
have
want
three.
to play
3 Zombies are the best because you can download customs.
Kino Der
I
Toten.
think I've got three.
Or what is it? Kino Der Toten.
Kino der Toten, yeah.
Kino Der Toten. I want to play Kino Der Toten.
Yo, next time, we need to come up with something that we need to do every time the Taco Bell goes off.
Well, that was what I said before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't
Like-
hear that.
We eat one arm. This is the SpongeBob episode where he eats arms like that. I thought about that when we were talking about that earlier, and I was like, I could say that, but then we're not gonna go anywhere because you haven't seen SpongeBob, and there's not much to go off of with SpongeBob.
The Low Priori podcast, have you ever heard of it? They talk for like 3 hours.
Impressive.
I started listening to the Joe Rogan one while I was at work
Yeah.
because, believe it or not, actually, the controversy that came up with Joe Rogan was the fact that he interviewed the doctor that worked on the mRNA vaccine, which is like the foundation of the COVID vaccine, right?
Sure.
The controversy came up about that, but all of his other ones are just with random fucking people.
Sure.
Like just random ass people asking them if they've ever tried like DMT and shit.
Okay.
Sure, he's got like political views charging some of his like talking points, but like I think he's funny.
Oh, he's incredibly funny.
He's funny.
He's incredibly funny, but like, he actually is. I don't want to go too far into this, but he actually is really neutral. I would recommend anybody to listen to it, but don't listen to the one about the COVID one because it gets political.
Yeah, no, I think he just gets
Unless you
grouped
wanna
up
listen
with
to the
he
COVID
gets grouped up with like hard Republicans a lot, but
He votes
is,
left.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's a liberal.
From Boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He for somebody who does a fuck ton of drugs, I imagine you wouldn't vote for the people that are trying
I
to.
forgot he does drugs.
Yeah, he does a shit ton of drugs. He microdoses mushrooms
He
as his form of like Adderall. in
I'm
the
pretty
morning.
sure he like also like hunts and eats his own deer. Like that's how he eats. That's only that.
I think you're thinking about Liver King.
Well,
Liver is king. Liver
no.
King concoction.
Liver King,
supplements.
Liver King does that too, but I remember hearing Joe Rogan like hunts and eats like his own food. Like he hunts his own food.
Well, I mean, my dad has hunted deer before. We have deer jerky in the fridge right now. It's fucking gas, by the way. It's so good.
Really?
But
Yo, you should tell your dad on 435 there's like 2 right next to each other.
that sounds nasty. But no, okay, hold on. I would recommend anybody to listen to the Joe Rogan Experience because he literally talks for 3 hours. Like the one that I listened to the other day, he was interviewing Joey Diaz.
I don't know who that is.
He's an Italian comedian that they both came up in the same comedy club.
Okay.
Like they both came up in the same comedy club from like really early on, and they literally just reminisced for like 3 hours on what it's like to start a career of comedy, and it was one of the
It's gotta suck.
yeah. He was like they were like
No
sleeping-
one laughed at me.
They were like sleeping in vehicles and like they were like had to like the way that they did it was that the only people in their comedy club that they worked for. The only people that worked there that ran the bar, that ran the doors, anything, they were all comedians. And they all took turns doing shows. So like if you wanted to show up in there, you had to be like a big name or you had to work for them.
Right.
So that was what they did to establish their name or whatever. It was a super cool podcast. It was fucking awesome. Totally recommend anybody to listen to. But they talk for 3.5 hours. I was like,
Goddamn.
dude, that was half my workday in one podcast.
I did like a gardenscape landscape job for 2 days, and one of the coworkers there, like, he kept bringing up the fact that he owned and worked at a nightclub, and like it didn't matter what I was talking to him about, he would always find a way to talk about his nightclub experience. And I would if I wanted to talk about, because I hated this job and he knew it and I knew it and he knew that I knew, and vice versa. We were talking about jobs, and he would be like, any life talk he would work back into being, yo, you should get a job at a nightclub. You should learn how to count your pours, and become a bartender. And like
Actually, you would be really good at that.
You would be a really good
I
bartender.
would.
I think it'd be so fun to be a bartender.
Yeah.
You just get to get people sloshed.
He told me that, and I was like, I consider it. You know what else he told me that was weird? You can get a job at like bar. I don't know. It probably depends on the bar. You can work there at 18, but you can't open the drinks until you're 21.
Yeah. You can serve alcohol at 18, but
And
you can't.
at the first bar he got a job at, he was like 16, and because they were like cozy with the owners.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was not cozy with the owners of the Good Sense, but they still let me run the slicer.
I would. Who was it that cut their finger on the Good Sense slicer? Was that Jay?
It might have been Manav.
I feel like that was one of our direct friends that like.
It could have been Ben Bach.
He worked there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He did after I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I always forget that Danny worked there too.
I
That
think it was him.
I feel like
I'm
I need
pretty
to
sure it
go
was
into.
Danny.
I feel like I need to go into detail on this fucking Good Sense.
Yeah.
Like this is like a
Good Sense low-key sucks.
Continue.
I think the Good Sense sandwiches are heat.
Potbelly's better.
There are plenty of better options, but I think that I've never had a sub sandwich that I didn't like, ever.
Jimmy John's cuts it close for me.
That is my second favorite.
Really?
I love
their
Jimmy
bread
John's.
is so good.
So
but they
fucking
give you
good.
one slice of meat.
Yes, I understand that, but like if you get the Beach Club, you get that turkey, you get that cucumber, the avocado, the lettuce, the mayo, tomatoes.
You get
that bitch
a turkey.
full.
You get one turkey.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You get very minimal amounts of meat.
Like I
My
get the
dad,
Pepe. It's
my
just the
dad
number
makes
one.
pretty good sandwiches.
I'm glad to hear that.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So this Good Sense, right? This fucking Good Sense. This is like an admission of like I don't know if this is like crimes that I committed or if I'm gonna get like the owner's like posse sent after me for this, but I legitimately think that motherfucker was committing fraud.
Oh, here come the Chechens.
But like legitimately, I worked in there for every bit of like 4 months. I only worked weekends and I worked 5 hours a day. I worked like 10 hours a week. It was a very easy job. And on Sundays, so the owner was like the main manager and he would come in on weekdays and Saturdays. So he
Why does it always go?
it's incredible. It drops in the pause every time. But he would only come in on the weekdays and Saturdays, so I would see him once a week. And he most of the time would insist on customers paying with cash. And when they would pay with cash, he would ask like cash or card, say cash first, whatever. He like tried to trick them into using cash. And every time they used
Get
cash,
T-boy.
he did not ring it into the register. He did mental math and handed them their money back. I did not fill out a W-2. I did not fill out a
Oh,
W-9.
shoot.
I was handed handwritten checks. I do not think he taxed my
that's
income, and
rough.
I do not think that he taxed anything going on in that store. So there was a significant legal problem going on in that bitch. That was a really fast back-to-back
Yeah, that
bong.
was.
But there was a significant legal problem going on in there, but also I was colorblind, and there was a significant language barrier between me and both of the managers. One of the managers was from China, and the other was from India. Both of them, their first languages were not English, which that normally is not a problem, except for the fact that they basically expected me to understand what they were saying, and they were in their native language.
They spoke to you in Chinese, like Chinese and whatever. What was the other one?
I don't know what language he spoke. There's so many languages in India. It's insane. I don't know which languages they spoke, but like they would get mad at me and start yelling at me in their native tongue, and I would be like, I really don't know what you're saying to me, and I want to know so that I can do better.
Among Us,
But,
finally, I found Among Us.
but like I was sweeping once, and I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
I can't see all the crumbs on the ground. And I have this has been a problem for me in working in fast food a lot. I can't see the crumbs on the ground. So when I swept, I very often miss things. I preface this to all of my managers. So the manager that was from I said one of them was Asian, the other one is Indian. Indian is technically Asian.
No, but Southeastern Asian one was Indian.
Yes, exactly. Like there was one from India and there was one from Eastern Asia. That's the better way that I can put it. So she started yelling at me for missing a spot, and I was like, I'm really sorry. I'll go back out there and get it. I'm colorblind. I can't see. And she starts yelling at me for making excuses, and I was like, I really can't explain this to you in any other way that I'm literally fucking disabled in my eyes. Like this doesn't work. Like you could correct me, but like I ended up quitting because I was regularly getting yelled at for being bad at sweeping because I was colorblind.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
I'm just waiting so
I'm
hard
waiting.
right now.
I'm actually anticipating.
It's coming.
Ew.
It came.
What? What am I waiting for?
Secret.
Okay, tell me. Why?
I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
You forgore?
I forgot. We think that's so funny. Everyone's gonna think that's funny when they watch that. They're gonna think, yo, they said they forgore. They said they forgore.
They said they forbore.
That's so Kanye.
They said they forgore. I'm gonna Twitch sub. I'm gonna Twitch Prime sub.
I'm gonna Twitch Prime sub.
I'm gonna Twitch Prime sub right now.
Oh, speaking of which, if anybody decides that they're actually going to listen to this podcast, I'm running a fundraiser on my Twitch, and if you're interested about it, you should come check out my Twitch. It's a shameless plug to our no viewers. Why did you do that?
Taco Bell bomb.
That was a Taco Bell clink.
Yeah.
Imagine that just shattered. Just how absolutely tragic that would be.
We should have an ASMR episode.
Okay, guys, welcome back to Jackisms. Josh. Jack Barr is currently convulsing. I can't know exactly what you're saying. I swallowed a bottle of Ephrin to clear my nose. It didn't taste good. I imagine it probably wouldn't. That's medicine.
I think I'm about ready to go to Quick Trip. TBH,
Yeah,
RDH.
I'll be honest.
TBH, RDH.
Yeah. I'm down. Actually, I
I'm-
prefer Sheridan's, though.
I prefer Taco Bell.
Product placement.
We're trying to get sponsored.
Yeah.
Uh,
Honey,
let's get it. Like I said earlier, Adam and Eve.
SeatGeek.
What?
AdamandEve.com. Code Jackisms.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
That's inappropriate.
That icky.
I just told you I was Christian earlier on this podcast. You don't send me those.
Okay.
All right,
Wait.
let's conclude it.
I'm gonna
Let's-
try to do an outro, and I think it might be a fart.
I really hope you shit on this mic.
Wait. It wasn't very. It wasn't very audible.
I think that was a panicked
It
shit.
just go-
The fart mic clip. All right, let's call this shit. I'm done.